Did you know that you could buy fake Lego Battle Packs online? Yeah, me neither. Welcome back to Sharky's Fake Bricks, the channel that buys, builds, and reviews exclusively fake Lego. Today I'm reviewing a fake Lego Star Wars Battle Pack. I paid only $7.19 for this set, so how good is it, and is it worth the buy? Let's get right to it. Up first, let's take a look at the walker. So this is of course the bulk of the battle pack. Most battle packs don't really have much of a build, but yeah, I mean, in general, I think this thing is pretty cool. I never owned the Lego Geonosis Battle Pack, but if you do, you may notice that this is identical, piece for piece, exactly the same as the Lego version. Of course, using not Lego bricks, but same molds, so it comes out looking exactly the same. The instructions also looked identical, at least the printing did, but for some reason it was formatted super small and it was in like a map that you had to read. But again, pretty simple build, so the instructions weren't too hard to follow. As a build, this thing is actually very solid, which I was surprised, especially with these Technic little teeth pieces for the legs. I was expecting these to be either super stiff or super loose, but it actually functions pretty similar to a Lego walker. Now, these hinges up here are extremely loose. You can see it kind of just flaps down like this, and these are very loose as well. But as long as it stays up just like this, I'm fine with it. Again, there's really not a lot of play features to this set. You can move the legs, which is always cool. You already saw you can flip this down, and then you can sit two clones in here, and I'll show you the connection in just a little bit. But of course, the main play feature here is this turret gun up front. The Lego Battle Pack had exactly the same style turret, and I know those shoot pretty well, but let's see how this one shoots. All right, here we go. Oh yeah, that was pretty stiff. All right, cool. Well, it definitely shoots. I will say it feels a lot tougher to activate all the studs, so it is pretty hard to shoot them all at once rapid fire. However, the stiff connection actually results in a really powerful shot. Yeah, that could definitely take somebody's eye out. And that is the walker. So overall, I'd say this is very, very comparable to Lego. Aside from this stiff gun up front, and again, the loose hinges up here. For sure lower than Lego quality, but the look and feel is actually pretty similar. Now onto the figures. First we have the airborne troopers. Right off the bat, I mean, these guys look fantastic. I have gotten fake clones in the past, but to be honest, these are by far the best. I mean, the printing you can see up close, it is absolutely fantastic. And even the helmets, I'm really surprised the helmets turned out so good. Yeah, very well printed, very well done. And he's even complete with that back printing. The only downside for these guys is the very tight helmet. It takes a lot to take the helmet off. Underneath, he's got a very proper looking clone face. You might be able to see this, but there's like a hexagon shape at the top of the helmet instead of the circle. And I think that's what's causing such a tight helmet connection. I mean, very tight to get on and take off. But honestly, I'd probably rather have that than too loose of a helmet. So not a huge complaint. Again, I think these figures turned out fantastic, and I honestly don't think you'd be able to tell the difference between these and the actual Lego minifigures. These regular clones, though, are quite a different story. I don't know what happened to these clones, but they look super sad. Both of their visor printing makes it look like they're looking down, and just the printing on the helmet overall is kind of all moved down. Yeah, very sloppy helmet for these guys. And that's too bad because the torso printing is actually fantastic. Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with any of the torso printing for all of these minifigures. Underneath the helmet, though, they have, well, yeah, again, these guys... The helmets are also pretty tough to get off. There we go. And once again, they have those hexagon circles up top. And I think that's what's causing that. But yeah, otherwise, generic clone face looks very comparable to Lego as well. So yeah, I mean, these clones are decent. They're nowhere near as good as the airborne troopers or, of course, the actual Lego minifigures. But with that said, they are all actually Lego compatible. So you can see here is a Lego base plate. And they both stand up on that very nicely. One thing I will note, it is pretty tough to set them on, a lot more difficult than a Lego minifigure would be. And I've found that in the past, something about the molds, they're just small enough. Oh, that guy fell off. But yeah, you do have to kind of work to put them on and take them off. So good luck making a stop motion with these guys. But if you're making a mock, they actually would stand up very nicely if you ended up getting them. Another thing to note with these guys is the stud shooter blasters. These are actually the opposite as the set turret. These don't shoot very far at all. You can kind of see, yeah, not very playable. Maybe you'll see it better here. That one kind of went far, but yeah, they're a lot looser for some reason. The studs just don't seem to stay in quite as well as Lego stud shooter. But I'll talk more about that in the playability coming up. Okay, and now in relation to the set, I said I'd talk about this a little bit. So again, these guys are completely Lego compatible, and you saw on that Lego base plate, they actually fit pretty well. But for some reason, they fit better on the Lego base plate than this thing. So I'll show you here. It's super difficult. I was pushing pretty hard. I didn't even sit them down all the way. Yeah, I don't know what it is with that. You'd think the fake Lego pieces would fit the clones better, but not at all. I mean, look at that. It's super tough to sit them down. Yeah, so playability that way, they really do not sit well. Once they're in, yeah, they're in 100%. They're like super glued in there. But yeah, just very difficult to set these guys up here. All right, well, now that we've looked at everything up close, let's eat. As in enjoyability, accuracy, and overall toy quality. So battle packs in general are not usually meant for enjoyability per se. They're really meant for army building. So I'd say it was enjoyable to build. I mean, there's not much to it. It was kind of enjoyable to build. And I'm really glad that turret works. It's pretty fun to fire. The accuracy of this set, I'd say, is about a 99%. I mean, the actual walker is identical. The airborne troopers look fantastic and super, super accurate. The only dock of points are these clone helmets. Man, I really hope they feel better soon. And final toy quality also isn't super high. As far as the playability goes, it was very tough to sit the clone troopers down in the walker. It was also very stiff to shoot the turret, and these stud shooters were pretty lame in terms of how far they could shoot. So overall toy quality, not great. And now the question of should you buy? Well, it depends. If you're looking for a toy to play with, this is probably not your set. Again, just very difficult to do all the play features, to shoot this, to shoot the turrets. So if you want it as a toy, I'd say no. But if you're looking to army build for very cheap, especially with these pretty rare clone troopers, I would say yes, definitely worth the buy. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed what you saw. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to help support me and this brand new channel. And if you like this video, you'll definitely like this related video, so go check that out right here. And I'll see you there.